ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting my gloves on again. Look what I got. Oh yes please. 2021 S1000RR. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a sports bike guy. You all know that I've got a Super Adventure, but I thought I'd take this one out. Just giving her a bit of a top up. Thought I'd see what it's like. You're all over the gaff, aren't you, mate? Yeah. Let's get it started, shall we? This has got the Akrapovic can on it, ready? Oh, such a sexy noise. Why are we in rain mode? I want that. We'll start in road mode and then we'll go into dynamic afterwards, yeah? I'm 5'9"-ish and I can almost flat foot both sides. The seat's quite comfy actually. The only thing I've noticed so far is, because it's obviously a sports bike, the turning angles really, like, you can get quite a lot of lock on the steering, but you can't get your hand in. Like, look, see what I mean? You can't get it further than that, whereas the steering goes further. So I don't know whether that's on all sports bikes or just this one, but again, I'm not a sports bike guy, so soz. But let's get going. Just stall it, can you imagine? To be fair, like, I am leant over a lot. I can tell I'm on a sports bike, but I'm not uncomfortable. Oh, that quick shifter is buttery smooth. Even from first to second, that is so smooth. Once again, I'm wearing the most inappropriate helmet for this bike. There were more vibrations out of the S1000R, if I'm honest. This is very chilled. Like, I'm so chilled right now. I'm so chilled right now, man. There's not a lot of weight on my wrists, and I really thought there would be, because obviously being this length forward, I thought it'd all be in the wrists, but I'm fine. I can hold myself up just with the way my legs are. I do apologise in advance if you guys are getting just a load of wind noise. Oh! Did you hear that? Oh my god, that was a really loud little burble. Right. This is the bike that T-Pot1 lost his job on. Oh, T-Pot, if you're watching, I get it, mate. I get it. Bloody Nora. Right, let's see if... Oh, that popping. Jesus! Sweat, that thing's quick. Those numbers went up so fast. It is so easy to flick into corners. Yeah, it is so dialed. Like, just, I feel so confident just in throwing it into a corner. Oh, that popping is delightful. I'm not even getting near the limit, man, and that van's gone. You're going to need a lot of self-restraint to keep this on the road. Let's try the brakes, shall we? Let's give those a pop. 50 mile an hour. Oh my god, the back wheel came off the floor. Let's try again. Oh yeah, they're so... Ow. I'm not a sports bike guy at all. I've said it a couple of times now. As much as I love them, I just think, like, you don't need 200 horsepower on the road. Like, you will lose your license. Well, I've rode the RSV4 before, and it was RSV4 before, and although it was good, it was just a little bit wristy, a little bit uncomfortable. Like, I got off it after like an hour, and my wrists were in pain, and like my neck was hurting and all that sort of stuff, and I didn't have a peak lid on at the time. And this, I'm wearing a peak lid, I've got a backpack on, which is arguably more uncomfortable, and I'm in sort of summery cafe racer type gear, and I am really comfortable. This road's quite bumpy, and although I'm hitting the bumps, it's not going through my wrists at all. And then obviously you couple that with the fact that it's got cruise control and all those other like little luxury things, like heated grips, cruise control, the works. Sport setting, yeah, let's put it on that, shall we? Yeah, that's better. let's go into dynamic, shall we? I'm not going to go into race because I'm not that brave, to be quite blunt with you. Oh my god, that's so quick. What? How is this thing that quick? Like, what? That just took off. Oh, it's got hill hold control. Oh, the noise as you change gear. So I'm on a super sports bike wearing a peaked helmet. I'm getting zero buffeting on my head, like absolutely no buffeting, and I'm comfortable. Right, do you know what we've got to do? Because tunnel, bro. Wow. There's loads of torque, just plenty, self-cancelling indicators. Oh, that sounded so good. That didn't even feel like I was going around a corner. It just turned in. On my bike, I feel like I'm really going for it to be going that kind of speed around that corner. That sounded awesome. Yeah, you'd lose your license on this thing, wouldn't you? Really, really would lose your license. My mum's going to kill me because I'm doing no hands and she hates that, but 40 mile an hour, I can hold on completely with my legs. Look, there's no weight on my wrists at all. When I came back from the S1000RR ride, I had a wasp just like in half here. It'd obviously been like guillotined by this. I'm basically flat-footing. I don't feel uncomfortable at all. I don't feel like I'm out of place on it, if that makes sense. It is quite warm, just sitting here now. I'm getting quite a lot of heat from the bottom of the bike. Oh, look at that, 41-degree lean angle, basically Rossi. Any time this month, please. Getting quite warm on this bike. Oh, a little bit of sex wee comes out every single time that pops. It sounds so good. And now we're going to do this. Oh. Please don't pull out, please don't pull out, please don't pull out. Thank you. On the S1000R and on the XR, I said it was perfect, which almost made it a bit dull. This isn't, like, it's so good. It is so awesome. And it's really quite comfortable. I get what everyone says now. I understand. Oh, there's police coming out there. So we're going lovely and slow, please. Mr. Slowly. Please don't follow me, please don't follow me, please don't follow me, please don't follow me. Yes! Gone the other way. You do feel like you're only scratching the surface of what this thing can do. So where I thought the single R was lacking was it's fantastic, but there wasn't quite that like feeling that it's gonna launch out from underneath you. When you pin it, it's balanced and it doesn't move at all. It's like solid, but you also kind of feel like the bike's trying to rip itself out from underneath you, like forward, if that makes sense. The R didn't have that to that degree. Now this is going to be a big statement. Now normally I'd say to people, if you want something you can use daily, get the single R, because the double R will be way too hard and a focused race bike kind of thing. But I almost prefer this. And it's comfortable enough that you could actually use it daily if you wanted to. Baron von Grumble used to commute into London on his, didn't he? Not on this one, but the old version. What is that? What is that? That popping makes the bike. On the old S1000R and XR and whatever, as you rolled off you used to get so much popping and crackling, and although it was an inline 4 and potentially a little bit dull, because you got those pops and bangs, it made it worth it. the bike was still like an absolute goon to ride, because you could just giggle away at the popping and crackling. I'm a little bit speechless. I never thought I'd want a sports bike. And those brakes are so good, so good. You pull those brakes on, you can just feel the like organs leaving your body. Yeah, that's the only bit I don't like, is the fact that slow speeds, trying to get a tight corner, is just really difficult, because it's just like you can't get your wrist there. But I mean, you don't really buy one of these for slow speed manoeuvrability, do you? Let's be honest. I'm not even going quick, and it's just so dialed, and you throw it in and out of corners. It flicks left and right. When they updated this versus the sort of asymmetric faced one, I wasn't blown away. I quite like the asymmetric face. I still can't get over it's got hill hold control. Same thing on the single R. Like, I quite like the asymmetric face, because it gave the bike an identity. Everyone knew what it was. When they went for that single front end look on the R, it just looks like the F900, and it's just a bit like, I don't know, just a bit dull. Whereas this, that sort of moody front end with the lights underneath, I think it looks really, really cool. Like, I genuinely think it looks awesome. But it looks clean. It's almost like a, you know how like iPhones just look really sleek? That's kind of what this has got. It's really sleek, and it looks kind of mean, but you know it's a beast underneath. Not that an iPhone's a beast, but you know, you get the point. I knew it was going to be a good bike. I thought it was only going to be good right on the limit. Even now, like, just having one hand on your leg, just like, I'm calm, I'm chilled. I do understand why people say it's the most comfortable sports bike going. I'm going to go back to Beamer before I lose my license, and I'll see you in the next one.